Yeah, I'm Franklin Milam. I'm a Bowling Green, Warren County native. I graduated Warren East in '06, ran off to the Marine Corps as fast as I could, and then after 5 years, I ran back here as fast as I could. So, Western alma mater, and then I decided to be an attorney for whatever reason. I'm Bell Lawyers and Moore's newest attorney. So, I found myself kind of late in life going to school, didn't know what I was going to do. I was just really chasing accolades. I grew up in Richardsville, and many of you may know Richardsville, not a whole lot of money comes out there, and I fell in right with the middle of it. So I was just trying to find meaning, like what's going to make me happy. So went to law school, did a little bit of everything, and that wasn't it. And then Tim reached out to me. It started with an investment group. He has a group of several men that he goes several months with and just talks to them, disciples them, teaches them. And the biggest thing for me was self-reflection. I don't take well to constructive criticism, as most men do. You can't tell me that you're messed up, go fix it. I'm gonna be like, no, you're messed up, go fix it. So when I get with a bunch of guys, more importantly, the ones I trust, ones I look up to, that I've been listening to disciple for years now, I know he's not being malicious when he tells me this is what I see. So having that feedback, it's like, Frank, this is what I think about you. And then having my friends, I've known Casey for quite a long time. I was in his wedding, and he's going to be in mine, whether he knows it or not. But for them to tell me it's a comfortable place, and I have to take a step back and really listen, and that was kind of the catalyst that was started for me is self-reflection, like what is going on with me? And Tim probably knows exactly what I'm going to say right now. It's about control. It's about control. I thought I can control my life. I thought I was the steward of my ship. I was the captain of my vessel. And I knew what was in Franklin's best interest because no one's looked out after Franklin besides Franklin his entire life. That was absolutely wrong. And I've had brothers, I have sisters, I have a good mentor that said other people are there for you, but there's one person that's always looking out after you, and that's the guy upstairs. And if you look out after him, he'll take care of you. So I eventually start letting go of stuff that I can't control. And that doesn't mean that I wasn't worried about it anymore. It was, there's a plan for everything. Maybe I shouldn't try to be a control freak and try to control everything. And lo and behold, I sleep better at night. My relationships with my friends are better. I find myself not being so condescending because sometimes I can be one of those guys. I mean, I'm a Marine and attorney. You can guess my sense of humor. I can be, and I'm not mean about it, but I just like to poke fun at people. But now I don't do that as much. I'm just happy. I enjoy being around friends and family. I cherish them a little more. And then time is a big issue. I mean, I'm 33. I know for many of you, that's young. You're young, young man. But I'm just now getting started in life. I just got a job. I just got engaged, which leads me into the next thing. My relationships everywhere is better. Specifically, my relationship with my fiance. I dated her for 7 years before I pulled the trigger. And we were in, we were out. He knows. I broke up, we got back together because I wanted her a certain way. I wanted her to be the perfect girl. The one that I thought, like, if I don't get what I want, if she's not who I want to be, then I'll find somebody else. There's 330 million people in the United States. If she's not it, she's not it. Well, what I soon realized was I was the problem. I was trying to control her and push her away and not really get to know who she was. And then when I let go and just stopped being a butthole sometimes, our relationship improved. I was able to talk to her, like, what's really bothering you? And we would talk and actually resolve things. It's crazy how it works. Rather than me like, no, you just got to fix this. And it was night and day difference. Our relationship's so much better. I can talk. I actually enjoy talking to her most of the days now. Now, that might change in 10 years. You guys may. But I enjoy talking to her right now. I enjoy the relationship we have. We're looking at a house this week. I put a ring on it. I mean, things are going. And I think it's part because where I'm at right now, but I think it's part that I'm comfortable, and I get to go to these guys once a week. And more often than not, it's like same week, same stuff at the law firm, same thing in the courts. But every now and then, I'm like, guys, this kind of stinks. This is what I'm going through. Like last time, I think last time at the investment room, it's the only time I've ever complained about anything. The weight's kind of coming down, and these guys were like, you got it. And just to have that close group of family and then mirror it after God, and then look at the bright side of everything. I didn't realize how blessed I am. I mean, I've been to war. I'm not trying to I've been to war 3 times. I'm educated, and everything statistically should say I should either be poor, be in prison, or be dead in Iraq. But I'm standing right here with family, a college-educated man. I have a beautiful fiance. I'm looking at a house. I'm an attorney in arguably the best city in the Commonwealth of Kentucky, and I can't complain. So taking a step back, this really puts stuff in perspective for me, and I can be just as long-winded as Tim, so somebody better play me off. But I really think it all started here. It really started with the investment group. The investment group led me to the fire team, and it really gave me a piece of comfort. And essentially, it just keeps me in check. That's what Franklin needs. I need to be put in check. So thank you for your time, guys. Appreciate it. Who's the next one? Is you?
Jack is.
No. I know. Anyway. Hi, my name's Jack O'Callahan. So I'll kind of jump to it. When I was 15, I lost my memory completely. I had a traumatic brain injury, broke my C1 vertebrae. And through that, I started having to relearn who I wanted to be. Sounds great, got a blank slate. I used to be shy, couldn't talk a lot. Now I don't shut up. People are like, hit your head again, it's awful. So I do, I talk a lot and everything. I'm totally different, my personality changed. But since I was 15 years old, I was trying to figure out who I was, trying to find my identity. And it wasn't until this fire team that I started to learn who I was in Christ. So I'm a physical therapist. I have 2 jobs. I work 2 hospitals here in the area. I work home health. I love my job. I get to serve and love on people every single day. It is a great calling God has blessed me with. I went through 11 years of college, got my doctorate. Thank you, Jesus, it's over. I've got a great future. I bought 2 acres, all this good stuff going on. I got to the end of it, and I'm like, now what? I could get married. Is that going to make me happy? No. Maybe for a little bit. But no, it's not going to work. Trust me, I was there. I was divorced. So now what? And I got to that point in my life where I was like, I was running out of things. I was running out of things to fill the void. And I tried everything from motorcycles to travel to you name it. But it's a daily thing, and we've been in the fire team for a year, and it's amazing to see the change in my life. I would call my best friend Wes. He's not here tonight, but I call him every day and say, I don't know what to do with myself. I am so anxious because I don't know what to do. I can be busy making money, but I know it doesn't matter. And I literally considered killing myself because I didn't know what to do. Now, it sounds extreme, but again, when you get to that pinnacle where you've gotten everything, you know that work's not going to suffice to fix it. That is where I was. So the great thing is my fire team, I have, again, 4 guys behind me, cheering me on, not only that, but they're supporting me. I've cried multiple times in fire team. I'm that guy. But I am, it's good because I'm comfortable with these guys and know I can do that. I can break down in front of them and they say, hey, it's okay. I'm like, I know. But not only that, but they also give me information to direct my path. Casey's one of my big go-tos. He starts his text message with, I'm just going to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you. You're being an idiot. Do this instead of that. God's teaching you to be content with patience. You just need to rely on Him in this moment. And you need people like that in your life to say, stop being a dumbass and just do what you're supposed to do. And we need that all in our lives, but you need people to be that. Oh, yeah. You need those people in your lives to tell you that. And that's what your fire team is. It really is. It's those people in our lives to say, hey, it's okay, but you do know what you need to do. So I'm very blessed to this because this year, I'm proud to say that I do know who I am. God loves me. I'm His kid. He's my friend. And I get up every single morning and walk at 5:30 and have conversations with Him. I'll walk around my property and I have conversations with God. That is so cool. Every one of us have that ability. We have the ability to pray in circles around our lives. And it's not just because, I opened up the Bible and it jumped out at me. I got in this fire team And this fire team enabled me to find those things in that book that has directed my life in this direction. Without this fire team, without Tim, without the books, without the plans, without the structure, I probably wouldn't be here in more than one way. And that's a scary, scary thought to have, but it also is a blessing to know where we've come from. So anyway, thank you guys for coming here. If you're not in a fire team, get in one. It'll change your life. And if you are in a fire team, plug other people in. Right now, I'm in the search of finding older guys, lack of better words, older guys to benefit my life. I've had a gentleman who's actually in this room, and I admire him strongly, and he's agreed to have dinner with me because I want to learn all the things that he done wrong. But I also, because my dad said it's always easier to learn the things other people mess up on from their mistakes. But it's also really important for us to recognize their accomplishments and learn how they accomplish great things and implemented things in their life. That's what I want to do. I don't want to make the mistake, but I also want to make those good choices as well. Those guys are out there. I just ask. But it'd be really cool if you guys started asking the younger guys, hey, would you like to, have dinner? Love to talk to you. Love to hear what's going on in your life. And then maybe share some of your life with them. We want that. I just asked for it. So anyway, here's Casey.
My name's Casey Clemens. I guess I'm technically the leader of the group, I guess. Fire team for me has changed me in so many aspects of my life. It allowed me to come into this leadership role to where coming into it, I didn't feel worthy of ever leading any man because I know what kind of man I had been previously, and I never felt like I was ever going to be good enough to lead. Who am I? We kind of go through the identity and everything. But the very first study that we did was the identity study, and it rocked my world. It completely changed just my outlook on different things. And one of the things that I have enjoyed the most about being in a fire team is the accountability that it has, because if we miss a week or miss a day, especially if anybody else misses a day, you better believe I'm on them. But I know that I'm going to get the same thing in return. So really, we're all just challenging each other to stay in the Word, grow our faith, grow the relationships around us, to make us better men and to do well for the kingdom. And that's been the best thing for me, because I'm a person that if I don't have a certain structure, then it's very hard for me to stick with anything. Like if I'm going to do anything, I have to have it all planned out, and I have to see, okay, I got to do this, this, and this today. So there'd been times previously where I wasn't in a fire team, and Tim's statistic would always poke at me where he says, the average number of men are in the Word 10 minutes a day. And I just remember thinking, well, I'm not even in that group. And so I would try to get in the Word. I'd try to learn and spend time with God by myself. And I would always do good for a couple weeks, and then there may be one morning that I didn't wake up early enough to do it, and I just somehow just fell off the wagon. After that morning not doing it, I'm like, oh, well, nobody's going to get on to me for not doing it anymore. But now I've got that, and I'm very thankful for that, because that's just the accountability part of it has just changed my whole walk, really. It's somebody just staying on me to do things. But then how it's changed me, too, it has changed me in my marriage. It's changed me as a father. It's changed me as a friend. It's changed me as a son, as a brother. It's just incredible to me that it took me 28 years to really invest time alone with God, because this past year and a half, my perspective has changed on everything. I look at things in a different light. Just staying in the Word gives you wisdom, and so that has changed every aspect of my life. I've I've had some struggles with. I'm sure many can attest to this too, but with my in-laws, there was a time. Me and my wife have been married for 4 years. And the first 2 years of our marriage was absolutely miserable. Not mine and her marriage, but just with the relationship with her parents. And being in the fire team, getting guys to look at it from a different perspective, being in the Word, looking at it, that has completely changed that whole aspect of it. It's changed my relationship with my in-laws. It's changed my relationship with my wife, just because I'm not the same anymore. So I'm very thankful for this fire team. I'm very thankful for the accountability of it, the different perspectives that are given. Yeah, that's about it. Robert?
All right, I'll bring us home. My name's Rob Warren. I am the baby of the group, and I don't know if Tim intentionally made that happen, but that's been the best thing that's happened for me because when I joined this group, I was recently engaged, 23 years old, starting a career, and the best thing that happened was I got to learn from these guys, from their successes, their failures, things they wish they would have done when they were my age, and I can say that's a testament to these guys being willing to share and be open. And no, not any offense, I've known Casey my whole life, but I would have never met these guys if it wasn't for a fire team. Wouldn't have actively seeked out to hang out with them. And now I look forward to our one night a week where we get to be together. I also think that through the studies, I grew up in church from the time I could walk until through college. We've been able to go through stories and read studies, and I see them through a different light now because I'm at a different stage in life. And I hope that at 34, I can say, I'm going to read that again and say, well, I see that in a different light now too. And so I would just say that the fire team has put me on a path for success in a marriage, career, friendships, and it's kind of a no-brainer to do one. I got to see my dad every Thursday morning growing up. He has his small group at his office, and I've always wondered what actually goes on in there besides their money jar where if they don't pray, they put money in there. But I might have taken a few dollars. But for me, it's been a blessing. It's been a blessing for my wife and I to continually, I can come home and openly talk about what's going on in my life and through the Word and through what these guys have provided for me. So it's got a 10 out of 10 from me.